You cry scream, but you do it silently. That was me like every single day. Like, oh, what's up guys? Is this recording? It is. What's up guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit the little bell notification, and let's get to 100,000. Also, new year, new me, new look, new everything. We're about to just go right straight through this, and I'm about to expose myself heavily, but we're gonna do it together. Okay, so let's hit the intro. So you probably noticed, I have been absent on social media for a while. And I thought I would just kind of expose myself and tell you everything that's been going on and how I'm living life now, because it's completely different to how I was living in the summer. So much has changed. Well, let's just expose everything. Let's start back in April. The breakup kind of like fucked my head. And let's just be honest, I think breakups just do that. And I went down this downward spiral. Mental health tanked. TikToks were horrible, and it was a rough time. And then I turned towards food, started eating a lot, gained a lot of weight, took it out on more food and gained even more weight. Went down this huge depressing spiral, almost ended up inpatient or DBT. It was a whole thing. However, a lot has changed since then. From about April to, I'll say October, rough. Worst time of my life. I hid it from you guys, I think, pretty well. I mean, I opened up a little bit about it, like small bits, but not like a ton. And then I just kind of like hid it. Like, I did not want anyone to know what was going on. And it wasn't just that, like, I have OCD and I do not adapt well to change. And the life that I once knew had changed. And it did not work with my head. And so I kind of just gave up on YouTube. I was like, screw it. Ironically, my hate comments are worse on YouTube than any other platform. Then it goes to Instagram. Instagram's by far the second worst. TikTok's not that bad. I think it's because I'm very strict on like the community that I've built. However, my other platforms, they were just destroying my mental health. Like, I would post it Inside Psych and I would sit there and just cry and delete comments all night. And at some point I was just like, screw it, it's not worth it anymore. Like, I'm done. And then I posted fun vlogs. And then everyone started unfollowing me. So here we are. Ironically, I think the best way to describe it is like from April until October, I don't really remember much. And I know that's like the weirdest thing to say, but I just don't. Like, I was in such a dark place that like, I just shoved it all down and like I forcefully tried to forget all of it. I think that's probably the worst coping skill I could do, which is also why my mental health content stopped. I was like, how am I going to take care of you guys if I can't take care of myself? And I was not in the place to help others when I could barely get out of bed, let alone eat during the day. So, or stop eating during the day. So yeah, and kind of where this is going is I'm going to tell you where life has led me to, because I don't even have the same job I had when all of this happened. I've bounced around so much lately to try to like find myself. So then November hit. Thanksgiving was better. I really worked on in November listening to my head. I was like, oh, I filmed a YouTube video today, and then I went and post it. I have like 20 YouTube videos to post that I have not posted because I was too scared with all the comments. And I just said, nope, not doing it. And then my head was like, yeah, don't post it. So I never posted it. I just filmed it, which might seem like a waste of time to you, but my creative outlook or my creative like release is videoing. I describe it to people like I talk to my camera and my camera can't judge me. But yeah, I would film them, but I'd be too scared to post them. All of the Disney vlogs never got posted. All my audition vlogs never got posted. My mental health update ones, my goodnight videos, I tried to post them. I just couldn't make myself post them. So I have like, and I to this day I won't post them because I look at it and I just want to hug me and be like, oh my God, you were really bad then, and you shouldn't have been trying to put out content. You need to take care of yourself. I would literally like sit in the bathtub, and you know when you're in so much pain that you cry scream, but you do it silently? That was me like every single day. Like it was so bad. And so I look back at that stuff and like I really struggle with like the Disney vlogs, even editing them now, because I was like, I really didn't want to be there. I really didn't want to be anywhere. I just was in such a bad spot, and I was trying so hard to hide it. And there were so many times I really thought that Lauren or someone was going to inpatient my ass. But anyway, it was a mess. And thank God for my amazing therapist and all that stuff, and my friends and my family. But that's why the vlog suddenly stopped. And then December came, right? And I was like, Vlogmas, we're gonna do this. I had the same mentality in December. It was so much better, don't get me wrong. Like from May until November, I just was constantly filming but too scared to put out content because my comments were so bad, like so bad. And so in December, I was like, Vlogmas, we're gonna do it, Maddie, we're gonna go. And then I made a promise to myself that any time something in my head told me not to do it, I was not gonna do it. If I woke up and I didn't wanna go live, I wasn't gonna go live. If I did not wanna edit a video, I was not gonna edit the video. Because for so long, I forced myself to put myself out there and be fake and happy and like, everything's doing better and do these little mental health updates where I'm like, yeah, I was in a rough spot, I'm good now, and I totally wasn't. So I like made a pact to myself in December, anytime I wanted to do something, great. If I didn't, don't do it. Because I had to save my mental health. It was really bad for 6 months, and November was a turning point. December, I really listened to my brain. I did like 4 Vlogmases, started immediately getting negative comments, and was like, no, I'm done. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm focusing on me. We're not gonna deal with these comments right now. We're done. And then I did like a few, and then I was like, Maddie, take a month off. Take a month off. Focus on yourself. We'll come back when we're ready to come back to YouTube. Then come Christmas. Christmas was fun. I did great. My mental health in December flourished. It did great. I was so proud of myself. Christmas came. I got severely sick right after Christmas. I went home to visit family, came back. I'm vaccinated. I'm all of it. I am cautious. Obviously, I have really bad autoimmune and heart problems and asthma, so I've been very careful through all of COVID. Came back, got pneumonia so bad with COVID. It was horrible. And I can honestly say I have not filmed any new content since Thanksgiving. Because in October, ironically, I had this massive tracking thing, which I'll talk about in a minute. I had this massive tracking issue. People were putting trackers on my car, like that wasn't scary enough. Well, somehow I downloaded something on my phone, I accepted something, the tracker was on my phone, so I had to get a new phone. So I lost 3 years worth of TikTok drafts. I didn't even care at that point. I was like, whatever. Then I got sick, then I traveled, so I came back and literally just was absolutely gone, completely sick. Before I got sick, I did film a bunch of my new series, which is like this interview style, which I'm absolutely loving. Before I got sick, I started filming them, and they started doing really well, so we started posting them. That's honestly what pulled me back into like my creative outreach. Was I felt like for so long I had to stay within one niche of TikTok. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of people on TikTok who are very toxic, and what they would say in some of their videos would lead over into my comment section, and I just didn't like that. So I just felt like, I'm so niched down that I can't do anything I want, and maybe I'm giving up on it, maybe, I just felt like I was just not in a good spot. This new series took off, and I was like, I finally feel inspired again. Like, I'm starting to feel like myself. Then I was going back to the hospital full time, and because I'm at 2 right now, PRN at both, but I actually quit one because the way they treat their employees, and I plan on doing an Inside Psych on this, but the way they treat their employees, absolutely horrible. Horrible. I could rat them out on so much. When I worked there full time for 3 years, perfect, great manager, loved her, great management, great staff, followed the rules, state regulations. It was amazing. I come back after being PRN, and when you're only there like 1 or 2 shifts a week, or like 1 shift a week, you don't really see what they're doing, right? After going back, no. I tried to stand up for what I believe in. I tried to stand up for the kids, and I tried to address HR. None of which they treated me with an ounce of respect and treated me as if I was this. They were just so degrading and rude, and like, how can I advocate for the kids if I can't advocate for myself and you're not listening to me? Advocate for the kids. So I stood my ground, and I will tell you, like I said, I'll do a whole video on this. The hardest decision I had to make was to quit that job after 4 years, understand that my babies would not have me welcome them through those doors again when they came. That I was having to let someone else do it. That after 4 years of seeing the same kids walk through that door and my arms wide open and scooping them up, that was gonna be someone else. That was the hardest cookie to like just take in. So I did that. Then I met Media Kits. And for those of you that don't know, I am back in school. And so I met Media Kits, and now I'm doing all of their content creation on TikTok, and they're absolutely amazing. It's exactly what I needed to like get my like creativity back. That's where it all like started fitting in. I'm on day 4 now of no asthma attacks. I did have to go to the ER a few times because of breathing, which is why it took so long to even make content. But we're back. And when I started feeling well, I sat down and I made a list. And it was everything that I have to do every single day. And actually, I'll show you what app it is. It's really, really great. It's called, let me find it because I want you guys to see it. I think it's just called, it's called Done. And every single day I have a task I have to mark off. And once I mark that off, I can take a nap. Because my go-to thing for months was like, wake up, do whatever I had to do to survive, make money, go to work for those 5 hours, that would pay the bills, done, go back to bed. Which you guys never saw. So now I have a whole to-do list that I have to make myself do in order to take my naps. And if my head is really bad, I just say, okay, you get one pass 1 day a week. My first thing I have to do every single morning when I wake up, because in the mornings when I woke up, it was like the hardest for me to like get out of bed. Like my head, the first 15 to 20 minutes every single morning, I fight with myself. Go back to bed. Like my head's like, go back to bed. The world doesn't need you. Go back to bed. You don't need to do it. Go back to bed. Like it would just trick myself into being like, go back to bed. And I would just sleep all day, every day until I had to work. So I have to meditate with my ASMR. It's Erin's ASMR. I talk about it all the time. I'll put it right here. $3 on Spotify. It's the best thing ever. I have to meditate with that for 15 minutes. By meditating, I roll over on my back, turn on my Erin's ASMR, and I listen to it for 15 minutes while repeating affirmations. For some reason, Grace was the one who told me she started doing that, and for some reason it just started clicking that that's what I needed to do. I just kind of repeat myself like, I got this, it's gonna be a good day. I list in my head like all of the accomplishments I did the day before, and it's been a changer. Shower. Not that I ever didn't shower, but I just like, I sit in the tub and I will just sit in the tub and cry. So every day now I make myself shower when I wake up. Full on, stand up, take a shower, and get out. If not, and I like take baths at night to like unwind, but I would just sit in the bathtub and cry for hours. And then I go back to bed. So no, I make myself get up and shower. Work out. Unfortunately, because of my asthma and everything I had, I honestly have not been able to work out since I made this. And then the rest is like just post my TikTok, because for a while I wasn't the one posting. I had someone helping me because my head was just really bad. So just like the every single day things that I have to get out. I still make my lists every single day, but if I don't accomplish it, I don't beat myself up. Also, I make myself get up at 10, because if I don't get up at 10, I'm not getting up till 3 p.m. And it's just a very toxic situation I've noticed myself fall into the habits of. So that's where I make myself do it. I did get a different studio space because I recognized that at the house, I was in the house 24/7. I was constantly just shutting down, not leaving the room. I would be in the studio for 12 hours at a time, not moving. Just sitting there, editing, working, filming, working myself to death. So I did get a studio space, kind of like this, I'm still working on it, to get me out of the house because just with like everything going to online right now, work, school, everything, I cannot be in one confined space. I did watch that slowly deteriorate my health too. But I have like several little goals for 2022 that I've actually started incorporating. I started eating healthy again. I'll be honest, I'm a binge eater, and I'm the first one that when I'm upset, food is what I go to. So changing my eating. This is for like, everyone's different. Processed foods mess with my head. I don't know why, but they do. So I eat more organic or keto. It just kind of helps. Anytime I start obsessing over it a little bit, I cut it. I get a pizza. Trust me, I can eat pizza any day of the week. But I do like make sure once a week I do break keto, just so that I personally don't get obsessed with it. I just tried to start doing journaling a little bit more. I was very uncomfortable in my body, so I dyed my hair. But also I started working on like a new style. Like I was constantly wearing nothing but pajama onesies because I just felt insecure. So like if you look, I'll show you like what I'm wearing. I got these pants. Can you see these? I got these pants from American Eagle and this top. And then like this is a like very tight top sports bra that I wear under it. Actually, I think it's just a crop top, but I wear it like this. And I got it just so that like I can start like feeling comfortable in my own skin again. I booked a trip to LA. I'm going out to LA because the new company I'm working for is out there. I'm going out there this week. I've tried to book just a lot of like self-care things. I can tell you that where I went down the wrong path was after the breakup. I felt like I had to hide it. I had to hide my emotions. I had to hide the breakup. I had to be the strong one. I had to put on this fake facade for you guys because I'm supposed to be this mental health advocate who's strong. And everyone on TikTok who's a mental health advocate shares their story. However, I choose not to. And it's not that I don't want to share my story ever, but I've had a lot of things happen in the past that I am not a very open person, even though I'm a content creator. I'm not a very open person when it comes to my mental health that was bad in the past. I just don't want to relive it. I don't tell my story. I don't think I've ever told my story. I will tell you guys like updates like these where I will talk about it, but I'm not going to do a whole series on it. I'm not going to talk about anything that happened. It's just not me. I would rather give the bubbly, fun content and then like be your inspiration and your role models and stuff. But everyone has their own kind of stuff. Like some people are very confident about sharing it. I just choose not to. I have kept my personal life like pretty hush-hush only because when Grace and I were together, I kind of saw what it's like putting a relationship online, and I just right now want to focus on me online and not like air out all of my like, not laundry, but like all of my life right now on social media. I will call this my comeback story though because I gave myself the time I needed away from YouTube. TikTok I kept going because TikTok's algorithm, if you stop posting, you're just screwed. But YouTube's not. And so this is my coming back. I decided that after this video, I'm going to delete all my memory cards from this summer. I said there were like 9 vlogs. I really think there's like 25. I'm going to delete them. I'm not going to watch them. I'm not going to edit them. I'm not going to post them. Only because when I see that, I just see how low I was and I don't want to relive that. I don't want to look at how low I was. I don't want to see me at that, you know. Something that's like a fun fact, when I filmed that goodnight video a few months ago in the studio and my hair was like short, I bawled all day before filming that because I did not want to film it. So obviously much better now, going to therapy, love life, working on me, I feel great. But I just wanted to give you guys like an update on everything. My YouTube channel is going to stray away from Inside Psych. Reason being, I plan on confronting the hospital on kind of what I think they did incorrectly, and I don't want any new videos out until that situation is handled. The hospital I quit, I have some concerns I want to reach out to them for, and I don't want to put any Inside Psych ones out until it is handled correctly, because I feel like they did not handle the situation that I confronted them about, like how they treat their employees. I don't feel like they handled it. Actually, they didn't care. They were just like, if you want to quit, quit, bye. Like, they don't care who they have there anymore. So I probably won't do an Inside Psych video on YouTube for a while, but I will be doing weekly content. I've noticed that like once a week does well here. We'll just do that, but I've rambled enough. I am going live on TikTok. I'm going to delete all that footage. Let this be a message to you. I had 6 months where I pretended I was fine for you guys. I hid everything, and no one knew how dark my life was. Don't do that. I did not get help. I did not see my therapist for 6 months because I didn't want to. I stayed in bed, I cried, I slept. Don't do that. Do not go down the path that I went over the past few months. Get help. Once I got that help, it just did so much better. And so let me be the person that tells you, I tested it out, it doesn't work, get help. And yeah, I love you guys, and yeah, I'll see you next time.